Imagine living a life without the risk of cancer, high blood pressure, heart disease, and diabetes, and the ability to live 6 to 9 years longer than the average person. This life can be attained simply by stopping one thing that is prevalent to our society: eating meat. Vegetarianism is vital to one's life due to how it leads to a much healthier lifestyle and prevents the cruelty of animals and also brings a much better environment. I've been a vegetarian for over 11 years and feel extreme satisfaction knowing that I've saved thousands of animals and feel extremely healthy and in shape, which is an amazing aspect of being a vegetarian. A vegetarian diet usually has a bad perception to the public due to how they believe it has a hippie kind of cult following as well as it lacks taste. But that's a complete misnomer. Multitude of meat substitutes actually taste better than meat itself and are extremely beneficial as it has a lower amount of calories, lower amounts of fat, and higher amounts of protein. Celebrities like Pamela Anderson, Bill Clinton, and Martha Stewart actually endorse it and talk about how much better being vegetarian is for their lifestyle and how better they feel and beneficial they are. Vegetarian diet, being very tasty and delicious, is also vital for one's health as it prevents many deadly conditions that strike those who eat a large amount of meat on a regular basis. The main point I want to address is that vegetarianism leads to a much healthier lifestyle. Simple things like being a vegetarian include having lower cholesterol levels, lower blood pressure, a healthier body mass index, a decreased risk for heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. All these conditions are prevalent in those who eat meat, and vegetarian diet is great because it reduces all of these deadly conditions. Another thing that being vegetarian reaps benefits of is the lifestyle. Having been vegetarian gives you a lot more energy since you are consuming less amounts of high processed and fatty foods and more organic and nutritious foods such as fruits, vegetables, oats, beans, rice, which also have a lot amount of protein for you to sustain the healthy life you want. It prevents obesity and the high cost that lifestyle requires, and it leads to a much healthier skin and hair due to all the nutrients and vitamins you're gaining from all the healthy foods you're eating. And it's very economically friendly as you're not purchasing all the expensive meats you have to tend to day in and day out. Along with living a healthy lifestyle, another amazing aspect of being a vegetarian is the prevention of the mass murder of animals and helping the environment itself. Vegetarianism prevents cruelty of animals and helps save the environment. Like I said earlier, more than 27 million animals die each year due to human consumption. A quote from PETA saying how animals are being treated goes like, chickens have the sensitive beaks seared off with a hot blade, and male cattle and pigs are castrated without any painkillers. Farm chickens, turkeys, and pigs spend their brief lives in dark and crowded warehouses, many of them so cramped that they can't even turn around or spread a single wing. They are mired in their own waste, and the stench of ammonia fills the air. Just thinking about the simple steak, chicken, or turkey that you have in front of your plate, and the animal that you had to restrict the life of and make it go through all this suffering just to have that one simple food is overwhelming. Also, immense amount of land and water are being used for just raising animals to be consumed, when it could go into much better resources such as helping the third world countries or people who actually need food who are starving. Forests are being destroyed constantly for factory farms, and the animals eat a plethora of vegetables and grains that can be used to feed thousands of people. All these nutrients are going right to the animals that you eat when they could be spread out very sparingly and very cheaply to those who actually need the nutrients more than the animals. The excrement from animals causes the waterways to be polluted, and half the water in the U.S. goes to feeding animals that are meant to be consumed, which is ridiculous. Thinking about how many people are in a drought, how many people in third world countries are dying for water, and if one was vegetarian, this would help all those people out due to how they would get constant water and all the nutrients needed from the grains and the oats that are being fed to the animals. The animal cruelty is very underlooked, and it's ridiculous how much these animals have to go through cruel measures just to be killed right afterwards. So one person could enjoy 5 minutes of enjoying a steak or something simple like a turkey sandwich. Vegetarian diet has so many positive features to it and is vital for one to adapt to in order to protect their health and the animal itself, as well as the environment alike. So I want all those in the audience to try a vegetarian diet for 2 weeks in order to feel the health revival and delicious taste that is found in the diet, along with the satisfaction knowing that you helped save hundreds of animals and reduce animal cruelty around the world. One's health is the most important thing that someone has to try to preserve, and keeping in great shape is having a life filled filled with longevity, and the best way this can be done is by being a vegetarian. If you have a pet animal, like I myself have a dog, when I got my dog, that was the main cause of me being vegetarian, because I thought to myself, how could one eat meat when one loves an animal so much and be looking at this animal and yet not caring about all the cruel and inhumane ways that these animals went through, just for the simple pleasure of enjoying how a steak tastes. Being vegetarian, having the lifestyle vegetarian is one that someone should aspire to do and make sure to live by, as there are a multitude of beneficial factors that comes from it. It will make one's life so much more meaningful and happier, as well as healthier, which brings the longevity to someone's life, like I said, 6 to 9 years. Being vegetarian is one of the best decisions I have chosen and made in my life due to how I live an extremely healthy life while preventing the thousands of animals that die each year and all the cruelty that comes with it. I guarantee if everyone tries it for at least 2 weeks, they'll see the diet, they'll see the benefits that reap from it, all the healthier incentives, and they'll be hooked for life. And now a quote from Albert Einstein to close it off. Nothing will benefit human health and increase chances for survival and life on Earth as much as the evolution of a vegetarian diet. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this.